Dear comrades, yours Kayveeyes. The National Federation of Postal Employees has issued a strike notice on 11th July 2022 for the one-day token strike on 4/8/2022, that is 4th August 2022, with 20 charter of demands. Why the NFPE has given the strike notice exclusively at this juncture? While implementing the TSR Subramaniam Committee's report, we should have fight. We should have objected. We should have halted the move of the department in corporatization of the postal wings one by one. That has not been happened due to various factors. But however, as a last resort, the government is bringing the postal services under the control of the IPPB Limited. So the post office is now being brought under the control of the IBB bank, and the IBB is not under the control of the postal department. The recent orders about the proposed merger of registered section and also the speed post, merger of speed post and register, this is going to end with the closure of L2 sorting offices in the RMS. A very big danger is there. Under the CSC scheme, the VLC has been introduced. Actually, the services of the postal service like booking of the register articles, speed posts, etc., that has been transferred to the village level VLCs, and VLCs are now booking the speed posts and they are presenting in the post offices. The Dak Mitra has already been implemented in the postal services. The common service center is one of the biggest problem for the privatization of the postal services. Transfer of CEPT and other work to the IBB Limited, that is also a big problem, big blow on the postal department. The entire nerve of the computerization that has been transferred to the IBB Limited. So all the powers vested with the India Post have been transferred to this bank. There is no guarantee that it will come work as a 100% monopoly of the postal department. As per the applications submitted to the Reserve Bank of India, they are going to invite the public equity, and it is going to be a corporation limited only, not as a government bank, as if stated today by the postal officers. Actually, we have left with no other option except to halt all these moves. On 15th August, the Prime Minister is going to announce about the introduction of Post Bank, Dak Bank. If the Dak Bank is introduced and thereafter the Dak Bank is going to be developed like this, and the postal department will come under the control of the Dak Bank, naturally what happened to the BSNL, the same fate will reach to the postal employees also. A day has come actually. This is a last resort. We cannot wait furthermore. That's why the National Federation of Postal Employees has rightly issued the strike notice on 11th July for the one-day strike on 4th August with 20 charter of demand. Even though the charter of demand, 20 charter of demands are there, the major factor is against the corporatization move of the department only. It is against the Dak Mitra scheme. It is against the common service center. It is against the bringing of the postal department under the control of the IBBB and the transfer of CEPT, etc. And also it is against the RTN, withdraw the RTN, abolition of RMS sections, and also resume all the sections which were abolished in RMS, and also not to abolish any L2 offices, that L2 offices should be strengthened, and there should be no merger of CRC with ICH and NSH. The main demands are these only. And another demands, the 19 demands, which are also very much important, the scrapping of National Pension Scheme and restoration of old pension scheme. There is no need to elaborate. Everybody is very much interested on this demand. And putting control over the union by restricting their terms under the 15(1)(c) of the contract rules. That is also one of the demand they place it. The poor connectivity and also not supported by the software and other areas, inadequate NSC and backup system, and all the items, all the technological problems which we are facing today, they have also been included as one of the item. The grant of status as civil servants to the GDS, and also the immediate conduct of verification process of the GDS union and grant recognition status to the AIPU, GDS, NFPE. The positive recommendations of the Accommodation Committee, in particular, the weightage to the seniors, and also the ACP scheme, 3 financial upgradation to the GDS, and grant of medical facilities to the GDS, etc., that should also be considered, and that is also one of the demand. Filling up of all the vacant posts, whether it is HSG 2 or HSG 1, by relaxing the conditions of the recruitment rules, and all the posts should be filled up. And also the NFG also, the officials completing 2 years, they should be given the status of NSG. The RMS official, they should be allowed to write the Group B examination and also the AO examination. Recruitment should be made by the Department of Post and not by the Staff Selection Commission, as it involves a lot of time and there is a very much delay in filling up the vacant post. The grant of special allowance to the P1 RMS account, and this is also one of the problem. Even the committee reports, which have granted around 900 rupees per month to the P1 RMS accountant, that has been turned down by the Ministry of Finance. Thereafter, there is no action by the Department of Post to get it sanctioned for the P1 RMS accountant. There are many attacks, trade union attacks, and there are many victimization. That should also be curbed, and there should be a protection to the union people. The department is moving to merge the PA Circle Office, PA SBCO with the Postal Assistant Post Offices. That should be stopped with. They should have a separate identity and it should not be merged like this. And during the COVID, many of our comrades lost their life. They should be given the compensation of 10 lakh rupees per head for each official who died during the COVID-19 period. There should be no targets, unscientific targets, login, mega login days for the IBV Limited, Aadhaar and other business work, and there should be no compulsion to the officials to attend duties on Sundays and holidays. This is the major demand, one of the very important demand also. And all the meetings should be conducted in person, not by the Google Meet or any other thing. And there should be no contributory factor, no contributory negligence. Officials should not be tortured under the contributory negligences. Higher pay for the postal assistant and sorting assistant, since their educational qualification has been enhanced to the graduation. If it is graduation, it should be made with level 5 or level 6. Automatically it has to be enhanced, but no such enhancement has been made in the recruitment rules. So this is one of the demand they placed in the 20 Charter of Demand. Regularization of all the part-time and full-time casual laborers, whether with the departmental post or with the GDS post, this is one of the important demand. The 50% reservation for the promotees, which is in existence right from 1946, that has been taken away, and only 40% has been given to the promotees and 60% has been thrown open to the direct recruitment. That has to be reversed back. 50% should be ensured for the promotees, which is one of the important demand. The grant of DA and also dearness relief for the 18 months inbound of DA during the COVID period, that is also one of the demand. And finally, the 5 days weeks for the postal, RMS and MMS, 5 days weeks. This is the growing demand among all the officials due to the tension and torture they are facing every day at the work spot. These 20 charter of demands have submitted, and the department has to discuss with our union people. Naturally, during the discussion, they will sort out all maximum items which are all possible within their ambit also. But however, the major important is charter number 1. There should be no compromise on corporatization of postal services. We cannot allow the corporatization of postal service. If it's so, what happened to the BSNL, that will come to the post office within 5 or 6 years. It will definitely happen. The services of the postal, that should be made by the postal staff only, not by the agencies, not by any other companies, firms or courier or anybody else. That should be done only by the postal only. The India Postal Bank, that should be comes under the control of the Department of Post, and Department of Post should not be brought under the control of the Dark Bank or any other things in the future also. This is the basic demand, the minimum, rock bottom demand of the union. We cannot allow the corporatization of the postal services, and also there should be no transfer of savings bank work from the post office to the IPBB Limited also. That should be under the control of the postal services only. So these are all the basic demand in which no compromise as per the information I gathered. Comrades, these are all the vital factors. These are all the factors to be fought by all the postal employees, irrespective of the union, irrespective of the cadre, including the officers working in the department, since they know very well about the danger of the corporatization of the postal services. They know very well. Even in some other sectors, even the officers are joining with the hands with the lower level union to protect the department. Likewise, our officers should also come forward to protect the department and also save the department as a government service. Recently, I have seen the write-up of one of the union, in which the Director General has stated that there will be no corporatization of postal services, and there is no such proposal at present, and even the IBB is developed. Our postmaster can grant loan up to 5 lakhs to the public. Likewise, it was in appearance. And also the postman will be granted with the compensation for the using of their SIM card and other things that will be paid like this. These are all not the factors. Whether the postmaster is having the power to give loan for 5 lakhs or not, that is immaterial. But that should be the government service. That should be the government service. And whatever be the oral assurances given by the department, that it will not stand. We have seen so many previous precedences in the past also. So we have to fight. I am requesting the other unions, other than the NFPE, all other unions, being the senior most leader in the postal department. I have served in much more capacities, more than 40 years in the union. And I had a very good liaison with other union office bearers also, general secretaries and others also. I am requesting everyone, please go for a united movement. If we are showing ourselves split before the department and before the government, it will be a problem to the employees only. There should be no compromise on this corporatization move. Today, the officers may say there will be no move. But tomorrow, if the Prime Minister announces some announcement, naturally these officers are going to implement the same. And at that time, we cannot go to them again and why you have given such assurance previously like this. So you cannot believe the officers. We have to fight. A united fight is a might. Even if you want, you can try to postpone the strike for a week or 10 days. But anyhow, please conduct the strike unitedly and also with one voice against the corporatization move of the postal services. Otherwise, the history will definitely blame all the leadership, even the ordinary rank and file. They will lose confidence on the leadership if we fail to act, and also If we are not rising up to the occasion, naturally the history will not forgive us and we will be the sinner of the postal services in the future. With this, I am requesting everyone, comrade, go for a united movement. If not possible due to the ego of some leadership, for which nobody can do anything at this juncture. But anyhow, it is a war against the corporatization of the postal service. The NFPE has given a call for the one-day token strike on 4th August 2022. Please prepare for it. Go ahead, register your protest. Register your vehement protest and try to halt the move of the government as well as the department for the further corporatization and further deterioration of services in the postal department. With this, I am concluding. Thank you very much, comrade. Meet again.